Good afternoon, everybody. I wanted to get on here and do your full moon forecast for September 1st, 2nd. The full moon is going to be in Pisces. So yeah, the full moon's in Pisces, and it's going to be at 1:22 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time, so probably about 10:22 in the evening for the Pacific Coast. And this energy is where our vices and escapism can get us. Pisces is Neptunian energy. And it's all about religion. It's all about church, the church. It's about drugs, oil, alcohol, addictions. It rules the Middle East. It brings on Middle East issues. It brings on hospitals, jails, and even prisons. Pisces rules water, so it rules floods. And how do I put this into words? It's really all about staying high enough or in a dream state to forget the cold, harsh reality of life, aka escapism. So yes, Pisces does rule that. It is always advised, and I always advise people, especially during a full moon, it really is not a time to partake in any kind of legal or illegal drugs and even alcohol. We are already operating at not a lower vibration, but we are already operating at an energy that is we're going to feel very like we're in a dream world. We might feel like we're in a fog. And that's what Pisces full moon energy is about. It is the dream world. And we might feel like our energy levels will be down. Pisces in the more positive energy is really all about dreams and music. It's the arts, it's books, it's clairvoyance, it's divination, it's higher consciousness, it's swimming up to the light. It's psychic energy. It rules the 12th house of the subconscious mind. And in all, it is divine wisdom. The celestial placement can affect and will affect all of us by house and sign in some way. But souls that are born sensitive to Pisces moon energy will feel this the absolute most. So if you're born in a sun sign, a moon in Pisces, if you have a rising in Pisces or an ascending, dragon's head or tail in Pisces, those souls will feel the repercussions of this energy, both positive and negative, depending on one's stars. Remember, Pisces is a karmic sign just like Capricorn. So karmically speaking, we will feel these repercussions, good or bad. Now, on a more positive note, this full moon is actually the perfect time to call upon Archangel Sandalphon. When searching for peace and deeper meditation and going into a dream state with soothing music, stronger connections to the divine, even prayers of healing to fellow brothers and sisters. This energy and saying a prayer to Archangel Sandalphon will also create stronger spiritual paths. Well, you'll be able to connect to your own psychic self in some way. And the beauty of Sandalphon, remember, Sandalphon is one of the archangels that was once human. He was Elijah, the prophet. Sandalphon is the archangel that will send your prayers straight to the heavens, no matter what your religious path. The archangels are for everybody, not one set religion. So don't feel like, oh, gee, I'm not a Christian. I don't think I should call upon the archangels. Baloney. The archangels are for everybody. So if you're not into magic or doing any kind of Wicca stuff or anything like that, you light a candle and ask for a prayer to Sandalphon. Anyway, my magical folk, I don't have to tell you how how powerful this moon is for us. It's one of the most psychic, one of the most clairvoyant. This is the perfect time to work magic for your dreams, divination, telepathy, working on psychic abilities, creating music, or even working within the creative arts. Healing rituals as well are always blessed for problems and issues with the feet. The lymph glands are also blessed under this energy for healing. And usually my advice on this, and I didn't put this in the newsletter, is anytime after the full moon in Pisces, you probably want to steer clear of buying any new shoes. It's not blessed under the stars to buy new shoes after the moon is full in Pisces. Watch yourself around water as well, because this is water energy. All right. 2-week forecast by house and sign. Let's get started here. Well, Aries, this is going to be taking place right in your 12th house of the subconscious. So it is going to be the time to take stock in your dreams. You need to listen to them. Do not let the past keep you from progressing forward, and don't feed into depression. Like I said, this is going to be a difficult moon for many, so try not to feed into the depression, the depressing side of Pisces. Taurus. Now, Taurus, this is going to affect your 11th house of friends and wishes. So some of your friends will be leaving your life now, and this will be difficult for you. And please remember that we have friends that come into our life. Sometimes friends are here only for a season, and sometimes we make friends that are here for a lifetime. Wait until the next moon to make those wishes come true. The next 2 weeks, Taurus, are more about regrouping and reflecting on what has taken place these last 2 weeks. Gemini. Now, Gemini, your 10th house is going to be affected here, and this is where you're going to be in the public eye. Career changes or a different direction may take place at this time. You do need to go with the flow with this, but your behavior in public is key. Behave yourself in public and everything will be fine. Leo. Now, Leo, it's time to watch yourself around water, okay? This energy is in your 8th house. So, I skipped right over Cancer. Shame on me. Cancer. I'll come back to you, Leo. Cancer. I sat there going, wait a minute, I skipped a house. Cancer. This is going to take place in your 9th house. Your 9th house is the house of foreigners, foreign lands, higher learning, higher education, courts, laws, and justice. It's the house of philosophy. And you will hear some sad news from foreigners in foreign lands, possible change of plans or postponement within the realms of traveling or higher education. If you are dealing with any court cases right now and you have to go to court within the next 2 weeks, try and postpone that if you can, because the next 2 weeks won't play in your favor when it comes to court cases. You need to wait 2 weeks. Okay, Leo. This is taking place in your 8th house. Your 8th house is the house of life, death, rebirth, sex, transformation, finances, investments. And I said you need to watch yourself around water. This is the death house. So there will be some Leos that tempt fate and may lose their life from drowning. How do I put this? Even drowning from the inside out. I know this is a morbid thing, but like pleurisy, water in the lungs. This is very common. Just be careful around water. I'm not saying that's going to happen. These are just possibilities, okay? You may experience an inheritance or a legacy that will touch you personally, and you may have to depend on someone else to help you out with the finances for a while. Swallow your pride, Leo, and know that we all need help sometimes, even financially. It'll be okay. On a good note, your sexuality is definitely heightened in this energy, and it can become where you role play and go into a fantasy world. So, ooh la la. Virgo. Now, Virgo, changes are going to be coming in your domestic life. This is your 7th house. This is the house of marriage, contracts, partnerships, and changes are coming in your domestic life. Change in partnership and how you conduct business. So it may not necessarily be with a spouse. It could be shift in business partners. However, I would wait until the new moon to sign any types of contracts because they will not be blessed after the 2nd. I had to think about that. All right, Libra. Now, Libra, this energy is cruising your 6th house. This is the house of health. This is the house of service to the world. So this is a time for you to have self-care, Libra. This would be an excellent time to schedule any sort of needed checkups that you've been putting off. Not saying that anything's wrong, but you need self-care. You've been busy taking care of others, and now it's time to take care of you and take care of your needs. Don't let your work life bring on any added stress if this is the case, because stress from work can create health problems. Better days are ahead. Wait till this next new moon coming and know that the stars will shine on you once again. But for now, self-care. And after the new moon, apply for a new job. Stars are going to shine on you next month, so hang in there. Scorpio. Now, Scorpio, this is taking place in your 5th house. This is the house of love, romance, children, and creativity. And your love life might become very messy and stressful at this time. Give these next few weeks the time to think and then take whatever action is needed when the moon goes new on September 17th. And it is in Libra. And also, Scorpio, this is where children could bring some added stress as well. So just hang in there. Sagittarius. So this is taking place in your 4th house, and you may have abrupt plans that you have to move, sell, or relocate. And that's fine. That might happen to some Sagittarians. However, if you're thinking about starting any kind of home projects, you're going to need to wait till after November 13th of 2020. You don't want to start any kind of projects for your home when Mars is moving retrograde, okay? It just won't work. So, the cat's got stuff to say today. Domestic issues will bring heavy emotions, so be strong, okay? Capricorn. Now, Capricorn, this will be a very difficult one for you. Capricorn and Pisces have it probably the worst, in my opinion. Capricorn, it's going to be real important for you to not feed into any sort of depression. This is taking place in your 3rd house. This is the house of mental process. This is the house of short trips, communication. So your communication might not be, some Capricorns might not be as chatty as they usually are. Don't feed into any kind of depression, because this is where you're at a disadvantage with your mental clarity being kind of weakened, in a weakened state. Things will be murky, and doing any kind of drugs or alcohol will only make matters worse. Sad news possible. You might hear some sad news via either mail, email, or phone call. So be strong. And no matter what happens, remember that the energy that we're in, especially starting, I would say, tomorrow, the 2nd, the 3rd, and the 4th, you're really under an umbrella of Pisces energy. So if you do hear bad news, don't go reaching for a drink or it's not going to help. Your clarity is already miscued, so you've got to really keep your wits about you. Aquarius, I'm so sorry about the cat. I just have no idea why he's decided to do that. Aquarius, second house is the house of wealth, possession, self-esteem, and there is going to be some financial stress ahead for you. You may have some added expenses in the next couple of weeks. You may have to spend against your will. The new moon is right around the corner and better days are ahead, so hang in there. All right, Pisces. Well, Pisces, this full moon is right on you. So you either have to make the changes yourself to do and be better, both mentally, physically, and spiritually, or the stars are going to come in and make those changes for you. Luck isn't going to be on your side right now either. So hang in there. Do not drink. Do not feed into depression. And because you are a Pisces, you rule the dream world, you will have very, very prophetic dreams right now, Pisces. So listen to those dreams. The subconscious mind is going to be trying to speak to you through the dreams. And that is your forecast for the next 2 weeks for the full moon in Pisces on September 2nd, 2020. Pisces moon energy can be very deceptive. It is about illusions and delusions in a great many ways. On its positive state, it can bring amazing psychic visions. The energy is against all of us for the next few weeks. So make the best of this lunatation and steer clear of any chemical substances, including booze and alcohol. That includes pot or even prescription drugs. For they will blur your vision to higher consciousness. Be safe and have a very blessed full moon. You can still do some wonderful things with the full moon energy. Like I said, clairvoyance, divination, spirit board work, tarot, pendulum. Now I'm a Capricorn, but I'm also going to feel this energy very much because I have a dragon's head in Pisces. And that energy is usually very psychic, depending on the energy at hand and how I feel. That's kind of why I did this today and not tomorrow or the next day, because I kind of know myself and I know the energies, and Pisces full moons have a tendency to make me a little depressed. So I thought I better get this done while the moon's still in Aquarius. And I'm not falling under that umbrella of not depression, but illusions and delusions. See, we all are affected by the stars, including your astrologer. So, like I said, don't ask me to do any tarot readings in the next 2 days. I won't be doing them after the full moon. I'll do one today or tomorrow, but once that full moon hits tomorrow night, I will not be doing any kind of tarot readings for a couple of days because of the energy, my own personal stars, and how I operate. So, did you like that big long spiel? Oh my God. Anyway, I should be getting a camera in another week or two. However, I will probably be doing a lot more of these pre-recordings. I don't see myself getting on here live too much for the month of September. Walls are getting bare. Eventually, a lot will be empty back here, and I'm going to be doing a lot of pre-records because like I said, I don't see myself having time. So I'm going to have to do forecasts ahead of time so that I get them to you guys in a timely manner. But have a great full moon, everybody. Blessed be safe, and I shall talk to you soon. Ciao.